Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do something slightly different. Previous videos have been around product reviews, and in today's video I wanted to talk about why I journal or try to journal every day. So it's a bit more around some self-care. So I've dabbled with journaling for a number of years and had limited success with it. I found that I would journal for a week non-stop and then stop and then leave it for a few months and then come back to it. The reason why I have tried to pick up and do this every day now is about 2.5 years ago, when I went back to work after having my daughter. I was hit with anxiety in a really big way, and one of the techniques that was recommended to me was to try journaling, trying to get all of the things out of your head onto paper and really just, trying to get rid of the racing thoughts that are going around at the time. I was a bit skeptical to start with when I did start trying to journal every day, but I actually did find that it helped quite a lot, especially when you do have anxiety and your thoughts are racing constantly around your head and you just need an outlet, something somehow to get it out. So for me, getting it down on originally paper, and Moleskine do a really great journal. Their stuff is great, and that's what I used originally. And then I moved on to actually an app, which I'll talk about later. But really, I just want to go through some of the benefits that I've found from trying to journal every day before we move on to the method that I used for journaling. So for me, as I've mentioned, it was all about getting thoughts down onto paper, my anxieties, my worries, just generally what had been happening in my day. So I tend to wait until the evening when it's quiet, my daughter's gone to bed, and then I will start journaling, and I will go through my day from start to finish, what was good, what was bad, what I thought I'd achieved. And that really helps when it comes to going to bed. I found that I had less going around in my head and I was able to fall asleep a lot quicker. My sleep was less disrupted, and I felt that I woke up a little bit fresher in terms of not as foggy. I had some mental clarity. And I think that was really due to just trying to focus on getting everything out of my head onto a piece of paper, and it worked really well for me. So I would certainly recommend to people, if you have anxiety or any mental health issues at all, and you've got thoughts that are racing around and you just want an outlet, you might not want to tell somebody everything that's happened during your day, just try journaling. It might not be for you. I certainly didn't think it would be for me when I started, but it might well be, and it might be something that really helps you going forward. When it comes to my actual journaling, like I mentioned previously, I started off with the traditional pen and paper, and the notebook that I used was the Moleskine notebook. Now, they do a great range of notebooks. You can have ones that are plain, you can have ones that have got funky designs on them, Star Wars, Harry Potter, for instance. But I found that was quite difficult in terms of keeping consistent. And at the back end of last year, I purchased the iPad Pro 2020 version with the Apple Magic Keyboard. Now, this was the point in which my journaling started to become more consistent. So I was watching a YouTube video by Ali Abdaal, and he was mentioning a specific an app that he used when it came to journaling. And the app that he was using was Day One. So I downloaded this app, and it was really a game changer in terms of me being able to be more consistent. So it has some really cool features. So you can have it across multiple devices, but you will need to have the premium version of the app to be able to do that. I personally just have the standard version, which is free, because I only ever really use my iPad for journaling. So I don't really need the premium option at the moment. The other things that you can do in the app are things like, if you've got photos from the day that you want to remember, you've done something great, you've been somewhere, you can upload those onto the app, or you can add some notes in there. maybe some links and things along those lines. But the main thing that I use, and the biggest help I've found with the app, is the fact that it has a calendar view on there, so you can see on which days you've journaled and which days you haven't, and it will tell you a streak. So if you've journaled for 5 days, it will tell you that you've done that consistently across a 5-day period. You can also get a widget on your iPad, so it has the streaks there as well, so you can see it, and it's really helpful for staying motivated and keeping up with that journaling activity. So that's what I use. I found it to be really beneficial because I've always got my iPad out anyway. I'm generally scrolling through looking at something, so it's easy just to tap on the app and just start writing away with what I want to capture from that particular day. So in conclusion to this video, what I would say is, if you haven't tried journaling, give it a go. I mean, if you struggle with anxiety or anything, or just really want to get some racing thoughts out of your mind, it's a great way to do that. It may not be for you, but it may well be, and it may bring some really good value to your life. So yeah, give it a go. And if you like this video, please hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. Also, if you'd like to see more content like this around self-care, then please leave me a comment below, and I'll look to try and get some more content out in this kind of area.